Hello, and welcome to the Colors of Magic. Um, if you have not heard of Magic Gathering, I may do another video about that. But how to play, a quick synopsis is basically you're trying to get your opponent down to 0 life. Each player starts with 20. You can have a total of 4 players playing at a time. Um, there's a number of ways to bring your opponent down to 0. You can use that using creatures. You can use that using instants and sorceries. Again, I may create another video, but the main focus of this video is to explain kind of how each color of the game conducts like a philosophy and what kind of cards they may have. Alright, so white. So white is the color of peace and law and equality and organization. Mainly they are the peacekeepers, so to speak. So what they're going to do is they're going to tax their opponents. So by tax I mean they're going to have restrictions, like they can only play 1 card at a time or play only 1 mana, which is mana is money. So with this example, as you can see on the screen, mana is that top right amount. So you can see 2 and then the number 2 and then these 2 suns. So the suns are specifically to white, which is white mana, and the number 2 is just 2 additional non-color mana, which can be any color that you choose. So white is very good at being defensive. Um, they can lock down the board. They can gain your self life. And their creatures are not the strongest of cards. They are very good at producing cards that are like 1/1s. So they are very small. But imagine them as a color of an army. So just kind of think of them as a giant army, a giant community. They want to keep the peace. They are peacekeepers. Alright, the next color is blue. Blue is the color of knowledge. They are perfectionists and they will do whatever they believe is necessary to obtain said knowledge. So ways that they do that to gain more knowledge is they are very good at card draw. So that means that they are very good at giving you more than 7 cards. They're going to always have cards that can give you more solutions, more options. So each hand always begins with 7, and as you play more cards, you begin to lose your hand. The thing with blue is you will almost always have a total number of 7 cards in your hand because they are very good at giving you hand size. Blue is also very good at countering spells. So counter spells are spells that you basically nullify any spells your opponents attempt to play. So you can just straight up cancel whatever spell your opponents are trying to play. So say they're trying to bring out a creature, you play a counter spell. That creature is now sent to the graveyard, which is basically the I can't use this anymore pile. They are also very good at cloning, so they can copy your spells, copy your opponent's spells, so that can be a creature or a mana if you would like. The next color is black. Black is a very selfish color. They do not care. They will do anything basically to obtain their goal. They are about death, power, sacrifice. They are just kind of ruthless. They don't really care about morals. They are without morals. They see morals as a weakness. So what they do is they can bring back creatures from the dead. So that graveyard pile or the pile where your creatures go when they die, they can bring them back and put them back into playing field. They are very good at single target destruction, so that means essentially assassinating your opponent's creatures. Um, they also are very good at evasion. So when I mean evasion, one example is they may have flying. So flying is only creatures with flying can block those creatures. Um, they also have one that is very unique to black, and it is called Death Touch. So if the creature is blocked by any creature, normally regardless of their strength or size, that creature dies as well. Red. So red, in my opinion, is the most human of the colors. They're about freedom, emotion, and action and destruction. They're mainly about quick attacks, so just random occurrences. So like on your turn, you could just immediately hit them with like a card that costs like 1 mana, and they would hit your opponent for like 1 damage. They're very fast. They are aggressive. They are not patient by any means. They are all about inflicting damage. The last color I want to talk about is the color green. So green is about nature, tradition, and spirituality. They produce very large creatures. That also means very large mana costs. So normally you see them have like 6 because they bring out very large creatures. But luckily for green, they are very good at mana ramp. Mana ramp is basically producing more mana, um, producing um, more mana drops. So that means your creatures can produce mana and your instants can produce mana. It's just, they will always give you more resources. You will never run out of mana. In fact, there's times where you have more mana than you have options of cards to play. So with the end of this video, hopefully I have you interested in at least the colors of Magic. And I hope that I can provide more videos such as this, give you more insight, more explanation, because I know this was a very quick video.